Spider-Man 2 is going to be swinging onto the PlayStation 5 consoles on October 20th, and I felt it was time to run down with you everything we know so far about Insomniac's Spider-Man 2. First one out of the gate, this is a PS5 only title. We don't have any PS4, so we're supposed to be getting the actual next-gen game we've all been waiting for on the PlayStation 5. The game takes place about 10 months after the ending of Miles Morales' Spider-Man, which was an amazing game, and I can't wait to see where they take this story. When speaking with Press Start, Spider-Man 2's creative director Brian Indahar confirmed that the game's events would occur 10 months after those of Miles Morales' game. Indahar continued by saying that at this point, Peter and Miles make a fantastic duo. So Miles has kind of gone through his journey to understand what kind of Spider-Man he wants to be, and Peter and him are a great team. And that's kind of where we kick things off at the beginning of this game. You play as both Peter and Miles, but there is no co-op. And according to Insomniac, you'll have the option to have near instant switch between the characters while you're playing. I have a funny feeling though, while we're playing the missions, that won't be true unless they ask for it in the mission. But I guess when we're going around the open world, almost like in a Grand Theft Auto, you can just switch. So I'm really curious to see how this all works out. So I want to go through the villains that are going to be in this game. And man, this list is huge. So the main villain we're going to be talking about, because it's kind of the main protagonist, Kraven the Hunter seems to be the main villain of the game, and it seems to be his henchmen that you're going to be fighting throughout all of New York City. And that's pretty much the guys that we saw in the trailers throughout the game. I'm sure we're going to get some sort of other, bad guys that we can beat up, but we'll see. Then we get to Venom, who I think, to be totally honest, is Harry Osborn. In the San Diego Comic-Con trailer, it features predominantly Harry Osborn throughout, and Venom, even ending the trailer saying the same line that Harry said at the beginning of the trailer, but in Venom's voice.
We're going to heal the world.
We also see Harry in the tank with the symbiote at the end of the last game and throughout these trailers. You can have your conspiracy theories on who Venom is, and honestly, just let me know in the comments. I'm going to go with Harry at this point, but you let me know who you think. Then we have Lizard, who's going to be played by Kirk Connors as seen in the trailer. We see Dr. Connors approach the symbiote in the trailer, but then we later on see him as Lizard fighting against Miles and Peter in that symbiote suit. Then we have Wraith, who we see in the trailer walking through this fire in the background, and she appears on Kraven's potential target list. Once an ally, now a foe, tells me we're going to see some great story development between Miles and Peter against their enemies. Mr. Negative, who is a surprise to me to be in the game, and we see predominantly in the trailer at one point talking to Miles, so I can't wait to see where they take Miles' arc with regards to Mr. Negative. Then we see Grizzly, who, to be totally honest, I had to do a Google search for who even this character was. His name is Maxwell Markham, a former wrestler who donned a grizzly bear suit and an exoskeleton harness to take on Spider-Man. There looks to be a ton of other adversaries from previous games which are shown on Kraven's hit list, but haven't really been confirmed, but we do see their pictures. Those are Black Cat, Prowler, Tombstone, Taskmaster, Scorpion, Rhino, Electro. We don't know how long the game is, but we do know the map is twice as big, and with this many enemies, it leads me to believe there is a lot to do in Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man in this game will be wearing the symbiote suit, and it looks like everything is going to be pretty vicious when it comes to Spider-Man as he's wearing this suit, and he's got this built-in attitude as he converses with Miles throughout the game. With this suit, we're going to see all new skill trees that seems to be all lethal powers instead of the usual disarm powers that Peter had in the previous games. Miles seems to be more comfortable in his surroundings now, being able to chain together lightning strikes and fierce ground pounds that the developers are calling a thunderburst. And with any Spider-Man game, we have all new gadgets that help you take down enemies in a brand new way and make the game feel fresh, and it's going to make the game feel a lot more fun. The web wings is something that I am so looking forward to. It looks so cool. I love how you can just fly through the air, and I have a funny feeling this is going to be probably the way that all of us traversal throughout New York City, because it looks to be the fastest. I want to walk you through the pre-order bonuses because there's a lot to get through here. So we have the Digital Deluxe Edition, which the Digital Deluxe Edition of Marvel Spider-Man 2 is $79.99 US. Will include the game, all pre-order incentives, as well as 10 unique suits, 5 for Peter and 5 for Miles. Additionally, photo mode frames and stickers, and 2 additional skill points. Plus, they're excited to announce that these 10 suits were designed by guest artists across the comics, films, and PlayStation studios. Julia Blateman, Sweeney Boo, Anthony Frisco, Raph Grissetti, Gerald Maratz, Joel Mandish, Darren Quach, and Victor Ying. If I butchered any of those names, I do apologize, please bear with me. The suits will be pictured on here on the screen so you can check them all out. But there is a pre-order bonus of just pre-ordering the game. Fans who pre-order any version of Marvel Spider-Man 2 will an early unlock of an Arachnite suit for Peter and 3 additional color variants, and early unlock Shadow Spider suit for Miles with 3 additional color variants. All early unlock web gadgets and 3 skill points to get you started. And that bundle is sitting at $60.99 US. I know what you're all thinking. You all want me to say nice, but I'm not going to do that because y'all all just thinking it.
Nice.
But these suits look awesome, and they really predominantly show off what you're going to do with the webs that are going to be underneath Spider and Miles. Then we have the Feast of Resistance. We have the Collector's Edition. So for our hardcore Spider-Man fans out there, you want the incredible Spider-Man Collector's Edition. This edition, while supplies last, is $229.99 US, including a voucher for the Digital Deluxe Edition, which I know a lot of people got all mad because there isn't a physical edition in the game, but let us know in the comments if you're really pissed off about this, as well as a steelbook case, an extraordinary high-quality 19-inch statue featuring Spider-Man battling fan favorite Venom. This statue is going to be huge. Fans can order this collector's edition on direct.playstation.com, or here in Canada, we were able to order it on Best Buy. So depending on where you live, just check out where you can get it. We also have been confirmed that the map for this one is going to be huge, and we have 3 open world locations. So originally Spider-Man took place in Manhattan, and this map will be twice as large, letting us go to Brooklyn. The game's creative director, Brian Indahar, spoke to IGN and said, "Since these 2 areas are somewhat smaller and residential, I think you'll find them different from Manhattan. We prepared some unexpected situations that we haven't done before, like a battle on the river between the 2 cities, so I hope you look forward to them." We saw that battle in the trailer. Then we have Queens. When you play in Queens, there's much more of a neighborhood feel, smaller buildings, which is why the web wings work so well traversing in this area, where you can swing low to the ground if you want to come fly through. That's from Brian Indahar. And then the last area we have is Coney Island. We didn't see much of it, but we did see it in the trailer where they just showed Peter and Miles talking at Coney Island. So we'll see what we go from there. And then we get to the brand new Spider-Man 2 theme controller. This thing looks amazing. And then we have Spider-Man plates and a console. The best part about this is for the people for the plates, you can buy these plates on a digital version or a disc version, so it doesn't mean you have to go out and get that Spider-Man 2 limited edition console, so you're able to still get everything and still be with everybody else. But I will say, these plates have been flying off the shelves. Hopefully, this is something that Sony's going to be doing in the future, and we're going to get me more plates on more games that are going to be coming out in the future. Hopefully, maybe some Wolverine plates. But you let me know how excited you are for Spider-Man 2, and let me know in the comments. Did I miss anything out?